Hello, welcome to the Crucible. We are here after 8 months of crisscrossing the globe. We're back at the sport's spiritual home for the 2017 Betfred World Snooker Championship. The best in the business want to get their hands on this trophy on Bank Holiday Monday on the 1st of May. But there's a lot of snooker to be played between now and then. The top 16 are already in the draw, and we've just finished 10 days of epic qualifying at Ponds Forge. Fergal O'Brien's just about recovering after the world record 2-hour, 3-minute frame that got him over the line last night. Barry Hirn, the top man at World Snooker, is here. So too the grinder, ladies and gentlemen, Cliff Torburn, the world champion in 1980. Barry, we're all teed up for a huge year, especially being the 40th anniversary of being right here at the Crucible.
Well, and there's all to play for, as always. The biggest prize in the sport, the biggest global TV audience this sport has ever seen. And what do you know? You know, the guys, the top 16 in this bag, are dreading some of the names that the grinder's got, because we've got some debutants making their first effort and they're going to enjoy the experience. Will it be too much for them? Let's watch out for the 3 Chinese players that have qualified, because China, the emerging force of power on the world snooker scene, bound to cause some problems.
6 players from China in total and 5 debutants. And Cliff, I know you get welcomed back here as a former champion every year. Yeah. It's a special place, this. Do you still get a buzz when you walk through those doors?
Well, I sure do, yeah. You know, it's when I was playing my best and driving down the road here, you know, to play in the championship, and my game was ready. I was so excited, knowing that I was going to do well.
Do you think the standards has improved since your era? I mean, some of the play we witnessed at Ponds Forge was absolutely incredible over the last couple of days.
Oh, for sure. I mean, you know, just with you know, Hendry's 750 centuries, etc., and Ronnie, yeah, you know, it's safety shots. It used to be scientific research, you know, are a prerequisite right now. That you got to have a good safety game to go along with the potting as well.
Right. Okay. Let's get to it. Barry, you're doing the top 16. Cliff, you're doing the qualifiers. Hold the balls up for a little while, ladies and gents. I know all the players will be watching. There's a few people gathered here. We're so excited about this. Come on, Bazza, first ball, please.
Well, good luck to everybody. It's going to be tough. And the first number out of the hat is number 1.
Number 1. The reigning world champion, the defending champion, won in China, beat Mark Williams in the final.
You're so good.
Mark Selby.
Number 1.
Mark Selby will play.
Yeah. Okay.
Have a good dig in there, Cliff.
26.
26. Fergal O'Brien, who's in the room. Fergal up first at 10 o'clock on Saturday morning. He'll need his Weetabix.
He hasn't been to bed. Number 15.
15. Anthony McGill. Big breakthrough this season, winning the Indian Open. He's had great performances here over the last couple of years.
Number 18.
Stephen Maguire. All Scottish clash there. Maguire coming through qualifying for the first time.
Number 14.
Kyron Wilson, former winner of the Shanghai Masters, quarter-finalist last year.
Number 28.
28. David Amazing Grace, the Yorkshireman, one of the men making his debut this year.
Number 6.
Number 6, John Higgins, the Wizard of Wishaw. 28 ranking titles in all. John will play.
Number 17.
Martin Gould, the Pinner Potter, back for an 8th tilt at the title.
Number 7.
Number 7, Barry Hawkins, runner-up to Ronnie back in 2013, 3 times a ranking event winner.
Number 21.
Will play Tom Ford. He's back for a 3rd Crucible campaign, qualified late last night.
Number 8.
Marco Fu, probably playing some of the best snooker of his career, a couple of semi-finals here.
And number 20.
Will play Luca Bracel, who was the youngest ever player to appear here at the Crucible. He's back for a 2nd crack.
Number 5.
Number 5, Sean Murphy, world champion, Masters winner, UK champion.
Number 31.
Will play Yan Bing Chow, just 17 years of age, the 2nd youngest player ever to appear here at the Crucible.
What a game. Number 2.
Judd Trump, arguably playing the best snooker of his career, couple of titles, multiple finals this season.
Number 29.
Will play Rory McLeod.
Number 3.
Number 3, Stuart Bingham, the ball run. Brilliant win at the Welsh in February. World champion here in 2015. The ball run will play, Cliff.
Number 24.
Peter Ebdon, the Force. A black ball qualification, a nightmare for Holty yesterday.
Number 12.
Number 12, the Rocket, Ronnie O'Sullivan. 5 times a champion of the world, winner of the Masters in January. And the Rocket will play, Cliff.
Nobody cares about this. Number 30.
Number 30, Gary Wilson, the 31-year-old making his debut, who had a 1.47 in the qualifiers.
Number 16.
Ryan Day, back among the game's elite after a cracking season.
Number 25.
25 will play Xiao Guodong, back for a second Crucible campaign.
Number 4.
Ding Junhui, 12 ranking titles, brilliant run to the final last year.
Some interest here. Number 22.
22 will play Xiao Yuolong, one of China's rising stars and one of the 5 debutants. What a match that is.
They won't be going to sleep in China with that one. Number 9.
Number 9, Neil Robertson, world champion in 2010, multiple ranking event winner.
Number 32.
32 will play Nopom Siankam, the 4th player from Thailand to make it through to the Crucible. What a huge occasion that's going to be for him.
Number 11.
Number 11, Mark Allen, 3 times a ranking event winner. Semi-finalist here back in 08.
And number 23.
23 will play Jimmy Robertson, an emotional win for Jimmy yesterday. Back for a 3rd appearance at the Crucible. 2 more matches to come.
Number 13.
Number 13, Liang Wenbo, won his first ranking title this season. Great celebrations when he won the English Open, beating Judd in a cracking final there.
Playing number 27.
27, Stuart Carrington, knocked out 2-time champion Mark Williams yesterday.
And finally, number 10.
Number 10, Ali Carter, the captain, 4 times a ranking event winner. Twice a runner-up here in 08 and 12. One more in there, Cliff. Dig it out, come on.
Had to be. Number 19.
Number 19 will play Graham Dott, back for an 18th Crucible campaign. Ivan Hershevitz has just passed me a reminder there of the draw. So that's it. It all starts at 10 o'clock on Saturday morning. Mark Selby up against Fergal O'Brien. Fergal's just reaching for his coat. He's got to get back to bed after that epic win last night. Fergal back at the Crucible for the first time since 2010. Ryan Day against Xiao Guodong. Neil Robertson up against the debutant from Thailand, Nopan Siankam. Marco Fu against the youngster Luca Bracel, who says he's so much better than when he lost to Stephen Maguire 10-5 on his debut back in 2012. Sean Murphy and Yan Bing Chiao. Yan Bing Chiao, just 17 years of age, taking on Murphy, who's done the Triple Crown. Ronnie O'Sullivan against Gary Wilson. Wilson will bring a whole army of supporters down from the northeast. Really emotional win for him yesterday. 1.47 in qualification. What a debut that's going to be. Liang Wenbo and Stuart Carrington. Stuart Carrington's granddad, John, will be so excited about that. He goes everywhere with him. He was there with him when he made the quarters at the Welsh Open. Ding and Xiao Yuolong. There'll be huge excitement in China ahead of that one. Stuart Bingham's going to have to dig it out against Peter Ebdon. Ebdon's back, minus the ponytail that he was sporting in 92, 25 years ago when he made his debut for a 24th appearance at the Crucible. Kyron Wilson and David Grace. Well, David Amazing Grace brought so many people to the Barbican when he had that cracking run to the semis. The Yorkshireman on home territory once again. Mark Allen and Jimmy Robertson, John Higgins and Martin Gould, Barry Hawkins and Tom Ford. Tom Ford was in good form yesterday. Carter and Dott, a really intriguing match. Carter's gone to the final twice. Graham Dott's been there 3 times and won the title, of course, as well. McGill and Maguire, the all-Scottish derby. That should be an absolutely brilliant match. Maguire had to come through qualification to make it and did so in fine style. And Judd Trump against Rory McLeod, the Highlander, is back at the Crucible once again, taking on many people's favourite for the title, Judd Trump. Well, Barry, we were excited before the draw, and we certainly are now. We've got an all-Scottish, an all-Chinese. You've been here so many times, but there's a bit of a twinkle in the eye. You've had a haircut. You've dashed up here from the train station with about 5 minutes' notice. This really is going to be a very special year.
I don't think Sean Murphy's going to be speaking to me after that draw. Sean Murphy, Yang Bin Tao, my pick, my favourite game to watch. one of the brightest emerging talents following the footsteps, of course, of the great Ding Junhui. Yang Bingtao's a great player. Murphy's got the experience. What a game. What a game. And some other fabulous matches. We're in for a big one. We know that. And we're going to be in for some shocks and surprises. There's a few debutants who are going to feel some nerves, but if they settle quickly and enjoy the moment, they'll be capable of putting these top 16 seeds under an enormous amount of pressure. Bear in mind that a top 16 seeded player that loses in the first round, his prize money, while he receives it, doesn't count towards his world rankings because they've had the honour of being fast-tracked through to the last 32. An awful lot to play for, an awful lot of fluidity within the world rankings as the new range of superstars knocking on the door, challenging the top 16. A lot of pressure on a lot of people.
Barry Hirn loves to keep people on their toes. And Cliff, the great thing now is we've got a couple of days to dissect this draw. And on paper, there'll be some clear favourites for these matches. But the Crucible, as you will know, having come through and won it the hard way and had some tough matches, the Crucible does funny things to people. It can make some frightened and it can inspire others to greatness that they didn't think they were capable of achieving.
Yeah, the first round match, obviously, with Mark Selby, of course, defending, and it's only a best of 19. But I'm very interested in the Gary Wilson-Ronnie match because I've seen Gary practice up in Whitley Bay, up around Newcastle there, and I've never seen anything like it. I mean, if he could take his practice game to the main table, which it looks like he's finally been doing, it'll be a great match. And of course, but he's playing Ronnie. Ronnie's got something to prove. I mean, 5 world championships and centuries and tournaments, and he's still got something to prove. So, but Judd Trump. I mean, all the guys who've been successful here, I think that this year will all be playing well.
Thank you very much for your thoughts, gentlemen. We are so excited. The 2017 Betfred World Snooker Championship starts at 10 o'clock on Saturday morning. You can see it all live on Eurosport and the BBC. The greatest show in snooker is just about to start. Join us here in Sheffield on Easter Saturday.
Okay, everyone. Yep. I've got it. Right, everyone, we're still on air to 10:30. Neil? Fergal, could you come round and stand next to Neil, please?